I spent 365 days mastering CapCut, and now I can confirm it can easily compete with softwares like Premiere Pro, DaVinci Resolve, or even Final Cut. And here are 5 things I wish I knew earlier when I first started editing in CapCut. And I can guarantee this gonna cut your editing time in a half. When it comes to video editing, creativity is what makes your video look better, not the editing software. First thing I want to talk about is layouts. When you open your CapCut, at the top right corner you can see this little option, and we have a default, vertical, attribute, and media. Here are 2 most common formats, 9:16 and 16:9. 16:9 is mostly used for videos for YouTube. And then we have the 9:16, which is mostly used for Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube Shorts. If you are editing in 16:9, choosing default is the way to go, because this gives you enough room to work on. But if you are editing in 9:16, here is the trick. You want to go to this option, to this right corner, and instead of default, you want to switch this to vertical. Switching to vertical makes a big difference. Second, I want to talk about rulers. If you are editing in 9:16, staying in a safe zone is crucial. I've seen a lot of videos with elements outside of the safe box. These are the 3 main rulers you should be using in your video: your eye level, your captions, and your motion graphics. Start by adding your horizontal ruler and set it up on your eye level. Captions should be always below your chin, not too low, because you don't want to get your viewers distracted. For graphics and animations, place them in the center, and that's exactly the point where people's naturally attention goes when they scrolling. This keeps things focused and easy to follow. Now let's talk about templates. If you want to speed up your editing workflow, templates are the most powerful tools to use. I am not talking about CapCut viral templates. I mean templates you build yourself. Every time you start a new project, you're probably looking over and over for the same sound effect, same transition, same asset, and everything you ever use. Instead of doing this and wasting so much time, start a new project and import all your sound effects, transitions, and effects and everything you ever need into your new one timeline. And next time you start editing, all you gotta do is create a duplicate and start editing in your new pre-built template. That way you save a lot of time because everything is lined up nicely on the timeline. Another powerful thing, shortcuts. Instead of always using your mouse, use a keyboard shortcuts to move faster. First shortcut I want to talk about is delete function. I used to press backspace all the time, and one day I just changed it to keyboard X, which means now when I'm editing, now I just press A to deselect cutting mode, and I just press X on my keyboard, and that's it. I can always edit with my left hand, and I have everything here on my keyboard. I don't have to use my right hand. When I'm controlling my mouse, I always had to go on the backspace and back on the mouse. When I set my shortcut on the X, I can easily use only my left hand to do all the things. Doing this over and over saves you a lot of time, and especially when you're editing long video. Another useful shortcut is a split all. When you need to cut multiple layers at once, place your playhead where you want your cut and press S. That's it, done. Instead of doing every single layer manually, you can now just hit S on your keyboard and everything is done much faster. Now we have another useful keyframe, which is delete the left and delete the right. Let's say you want to remove everything before a certain point. So now, when you press Q on your keyboard, it deletes everything to the left. And now when you want to delete the other way, which means the right, all you gotta do is press W on your keyboard and the job is done. Instead of pressing B to cut, X to delete, and 8 to deselect your cutting function, just move your playhead and press Q. Using these methods saves you 3 fewer clicks. And when you're editing long video, those seconds add up fast. Now let's talk about creating motion graphics in a CapCut. Making graphics inside a CapCut is actually super easy. Let's say you want to create a search bar. Step number 1 is to create your text layer, space it out, and now size it up. Now pick your color. Now let's go to step number 2. Add a mask and choose the shape you want. For the base, pick a rectangle and adjust it to look it like a bar. Round the corners. For the icon, create another text layer and type O. Set your color and now add another text layer with the same color. Mask it up using rectangle to create the effect. And just like that, you made a simple search bar inside of CapCut. And when I say you can make everything, you can really make everything. Like I said at the beginning, video editing is about creativity. And creativity is a skill. The more you practice, the better it gets. These were the 5 things I wish I knew earlier when I first started editing in the CapCut. But honestly, there is so much more inside of CapCut. So if you are curious how to build clean animations inside of CapCut, make sure to check this video. I will walk you step by step how to build and animate everything from the scratch. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like I say, there is way much more to explore in CapCut, and I'm gonna be slowly releasing everything what I learned in past 365 days. Thank you guys for watching, and I see you on the next one.